Hello, everyone. Hope you all are having a great day. So, yesterday was Sunday, January 30th, 2022. There was a women's college basketball game on yesterday. It was Arizona versus Stanford. Stanford beat Arizona. The score was 75 to 69. So, of course, Stanford has 75, Arizona has 69. So, what I didn't like about this game was it was a good game, but I just felt like Arizona could have beat them. They made so many errors yesterday, like unnecessary errors. Like for instance, they was leaving Stanford open a lot. Too many open shots for Stanford. Even like first, second quarter. That's when it started. And they shouldn't be leaving them girls open like that because Stanford has a lot of good shooters. They have like a lot of good 3-point shooters. Like so many, so many 3-point shooters on their team. They're all good shooters. And they were doing, I know Stanford was doing like a lot of backdoor cut plays on them. I know Haley Jones and Anna Wilson, they made shots, when they did the backdoor cut plays. That was just ridiculous how Arizona was leaving them open. And I know that Haley Jones, she didn't play her best yesterday. I think she struggled a bit yesterday. And I know that Cameron Brink, she played one hell of a game because I know I did a video in the past where she didn't really play good, where she made like a little mistake where her team could have won. But, I'm not going to get into that. But Cameron Brink played her behind off yesterday. She did a block shot on Pellington. She did play the center position very well, Cameron Brink. She really showed out yesterday. Now, what I'm trying to understand is how Haley Jones was trying to play the center position, and it was not working for her. I thought she normally played like the center position or the point guard position, but she was really trying to play the center position a few times. She was trying to go in, and it wasn't working. And I'm like, what is this girl doing? Like, she knows she can't play center. She was better off going back to the forward position where she normally score her points. So I wasn't really too pleased with her doing, trying to be in the paint like she's Shaq height, you know. And there was another thing about Stanford. Now, it's this girl Van Geitenbeck. I believe she's a freshman. I don't think I've seen her play before. Maybe she was on the bench and the coach just letting her in. I don't know the backstory on that. But I think that's my first time seeing her play on the court yesterday. And she made so many 3-point shots. And I was like, wow, this girl is good. I was rooting for Arizona to win, but I was very impressed by Van Geitenbeck because she made so many 3-point shots. And Arizona should have been trying to prevent that from happening right away. Like you see a person on the other team, like your opponent, they made one 3-point shot, then they make another. It's like bingo. You should be trying to trap them. Because with this girl, they wasn't trying to trap her. She made so many threes, I couldn't even keep up the count. I kept up in the beginning. She made more and more. So I'm like, okay, this girl's just killing it with the 3-point shots. So she should have been prevented, from putting that ball in the basket to make threes. And that's she's actually part of the reason why Stanford won. Her and Cameron Brink. Like Van Geitenbeck shouldn't have been left open a lot. And I want to talk about Arizona, which I mentioned. They was leaving Stanford open a lot, giving them too many open shots. They should have double teamed on Haley Jones. I know they did, like with the center position, when she was trying to shoot, from the center. They were blocking her a bit. It wasn't working for her. I know Kate Reese, she shot a 3-point. She made a 3-point shot, maybe one or two. They should have made shots available for her to shoot 3-point shots. Kate Reese, because she's a good 3-point shooter. Why make a play where she's open for threes? They should have kept that going. And they would have been a little bit more up there with Stanford. And one of my favorite players on the team on Arizona, like on Arizona, they have a lot of good players, but I was very impressed with Pellington. Like she's the one to watch because she's like very quick on the court. And one of my favorite parts from watching the game was when she did a crossover, then a layup. I was like, wow. And that's basically it about Arizona. Their main mistakes were leaving Stanford with a lot of open shots. I didn't even see where there were any game plans on the floor. And maybe they tried, but I think their worst mistake was leaving Stanford open with a lot of shots. They weren't trying to triple team on them. I know, like, they were trying to get them from the backcourt or whatever, like when Stanford was trying to bring the ball up. They tried to, like, triple team them a bit, but which is not bad, but it's still not the same when you're trying to stop that player from shooting a 3-point shot. Okay, get them from the backcourt, that's good, but when they come up, make sure you get on that 3-point shooter. Because that's very important too. I know that free throws are important, but it's important to stop the 3-point shooters. Because the 3-point shots those are winner points, 3-point shots. So that's all I want to say with the game, Arizona versus Stanford. I was rooting for Arizona to win. I mean, they have a lot of improvements to work on. I hope they go back, watch the videotape for that game, see what went wrong. Because I watched the game and I saw a lot what went wrong. I wish I was there at the game telling the coach what she needs to do. But, I don't know what the coach talked to them about on the sidelines, which I wish I was able to, hear what the coaches say to them on the side. Because we don't know what the coaches say to them. But to me, I feel like the way they play, the coach could be telling them all types of things that they shouldn't be doing on the court. Like maybe not stopping the person from doing the threes or not stopping the highest score on a team. Like, for instance, you have Aaliyah Boston from South Carolina, who's very good. Now, say they're playing a team like UCLA. Maybe the UCLA coach they're not telling their players to stop Aaliyah Boston enough. That's just an example. Like when they played Arizona, Adia Barnes probably wasn't telling them to stop Van Guytenbeck from shooting threes. It's a possibility. Or she wasn't trying to tell them to stop Brink. I don't know what goes on in the sidelines, but it appears nothing wasn't done by watching the game. All you can do is watch the game. Because the way that players play, like if they're losing bad, or if they're playing and they know they shouldn't have lost, then it tells you what the coach probably had them doing. It's, it says it all, it tells you the way they play. But, that game is over. I hope Arizona learned a lesson. That is all I have to say about the team. I miss watching the WNBA. I can't wait till the WNBA come back. And keep watching basketball. I know there were some games throughout, I know there are games throughout the week. Keep checking every day to see if there's some women college basketball games on every day, because they do come on throughout the week. And I know I said weekends, but check throughout the week too, because they may come on like maybe Thursday, Friday. Just check every day. It may be a game tonight, You just have to check every day. I know South Carolina played, who did they play? I can't remember who they played. They played like Thursday, I believe. And I did watch the game. But I'm not going to do a video on that. They did beat the team. Because I know I talk about South Carolina so much. I always do videos on them. So I want to do videos on another team for a chance, like Arizona and Stanford. And then I think there's a team that played tonight. I know Indiana and another team played tonight. I may watch the game. I'm not gonna do a video on them, but I'm gonna just step in and watch the game for a bit, see what's going on with that. And then there may be some other games this week, and I'm gonna check them out and pick which game I'll do a video on, or wait till one of my favorite teams start playing. So keep watching keep watching basketball. Have a great night.